Hey guys, quick update. I'm doing better today. Yesterday was really rough. Not fun. So, had a lot of sharp burning pain, stabbing pain. They had to take a scalpel and cut out all of the dead tissue, all of the infected tissue, and scrape it away. Once she did that, then she had to go back in with a curette and scrape that all down until you hit fresh tissue and possibly get some, blood flow to the surface. Not fun. And when you have inflamed tissue like that, it doesn't absorb lidocaine very well, which is the numbing agent. So even though we had soaked it in lidocaine, it didn't do a whole lot, and there's not much that you can do except tough it out. So yesterday was hard. Last night was hard. I didn't sleep. But today we're doing better, sitting in the sunshine to just kind of breathe and soak it in. And so they were able to get rid of over half of the dead tissue yesterday. So next Monday I get to go back for the rest. Really looking forward to that. It's just part of the process, I guess. Wound care confirmed, what we had suspected all along, that a lot of this was caused by the staple that got embedded in the tissue, and most likely it had gotten missed because it was under a big scab, so to speak, and so you couldn't visually see it. But like I said before, I know that they've been doing these kinds of procedures for decades. They have protocols and that kind of thing, but a staple count is not a thing. And neither is taking an x-ray after removal. And, maybe it's time to have a conversation about changing that protocol. Because now we don't know how I'm going to heal at this point. Hopefully it will heal nicely, but I'm not going to have the nice thin incision line like most amputees. I'm going to have giant patches about this wide and, this long of webby scar tissue, which can really impact my ability to have a comfortable prosthetic, and my mobility and those kinds of things. I'm hopeful that I won't have any other delays in healing, but and I have a really great prosthetist who's aware of the situation, and he's like, we'll just take it, one step at a time. He's like, we're not going to touch it until it's healed. He's like, once it's healed, he's like, we'll get it figured out. So I have high hopes for that. He's told me, he's just like, usually we can make it work with different types of padding or silicone pads or gel inserts, those kinds of things. I'm just really kind of frustrated, not gonna lie, by this whole situation. It's avoidable, and while 90% of the patients don't necessarily need a staple count or need an x-ray after removal, apparently some of us do, as I found out that there are other amputees I've talked to who had multiple staples missed that caused severe delay on their wound healing or made the wound a lot worse. And it's a simple thing. How long does it really take to do a staple count at the end of surgery? 2 minutes, if that. I'm pretty sure that a quick x-ray after removal is cheaper than, the $1,500 ER bill that I'm facing now for having to go in and have it removed and cleaned. Plus all the wound care visits that I'm now going to have, and supplies and dressings, and the longer that, someone's going to have to help take care of me. My independence has been delayed again, and it's just, I know that things happen, but I guess I just think, how easily this could have been avoided, if people just start asking the right questions. So anyway, I'm not trying to complain, and I know that there's people that have it worse, obviously, but I just tend to be one of those people that's more of like, how do we fix this going forward? How do we prevent this going forward? How do we not have this happen to somebody else? So I think those are the kind of questions that people need to ask and get answers on, frankly. So that's where I'm at. I'm not my overly, my usually positive, bubbly self right now. And like I said before, it's okay to have bad days, and I'm having some bad days. Trying to find the good things. Things are still fine. Things are still good. The sun is shining. Yeah. I want to make it clear that I'm not upset with, the office that I went through. I'm not upset with his team or anything like that. I know that this was an accident, and I know that shit happens. I do. I just, I'm one of those people that advocates, though, and I'm going to be that person that's going to ask, did this really have to happen, though? Don't you think we could have done something to not have this happen? And that's just kind of where my mindset is at, of just, I guess, disappointment and frustration, obviously. Looking forward to healing. I'm looking forward to getting better and to overcoming this, for sure. But yeah, I think disappointing is a good word for it. So it could have been so much better, so much easier, and it wasn't, because of something that could have been fixed. So, but I hope everyone is doing well in whatever journey you're on, and I wish you the best of luck with whatever you're going through. Like I've said before, remember to look up sometimes. It's a beautiful, bright blue sky today, so that's what I'm going to focus on. So, love you all. Thank you so much for all your thoughts and prayers and messages again. Like I said it before, it means everything. Makes me feel not so alone. So, and I hope that you know that you're not alone either. Love you.